Imagine this. You wake up, and something feels off. The picture on the wall has shifted. The lights seem dimmer. You know they're dimmer. But when you mention it, the person you trust most laughs and says, "What are you talking about? You're imagining things." At first, you shrug it off, but it happens again and again. Soon, you're second-guessing your own eyes, your own memory, your own mind. This isn't a nightmare. This is gaslighting, a psychological trap where reality is twisted until you no longer trust yourself. It doesn't break your bones. It breaks something far more fragile, your grip on truth. Welcome to Hidden Red Flags, where we shine a light on the invisible tactics of manipulation and control. Our mission is simple: decode the psychology of power so you can defend your mind. Today, we're diving into gaslighting, a weapon so subtle, most victims don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. Unlike physical abuse, gaslighting leaves no visible scars. Its wounds are invisible. Doubts, fears, confusion, planted deep inside the mind. And here's the chilling truth. Gaslighting doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in, one small denial at a time, until your entire reality has been rewritten. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how it works, where it shows up, and how to fight back. Because if you've ever felt like you're too sensitive, if you've ever been told you're imagining things, if you've ever started questioning your own sanity, this episode is for you. The word gaslighting sounds modern, but its roots go back almost a century. In 1938, a play called Gaslight told the story of a husband who slowly drives his wife insane. How? By dimming the gas lights in their home and then denying anything had changed. He hides objects, rearranges furniture, and lies with confidence until his wife doubts her own senses. In 1944, the film adaptation terrified audiences. The word gaslight became shorthand for a chilling tactic, making someone question their reality until they lose trust in themselves. What was once fiction became psychology. Therapists began using gaslighting to describe real patterns of abuse, and decades later, the word exploded into mainstream culture because people finally had a name for something they'd been experiencing all along. But here's the twist. Gaslighting isn't just a relic of a stage play. It's alive today, in relationships, in offices, in politics. And unlike a movie villain, real gaslighters don't announce themselves. They smile, they deny, and they make you wonder if the problem is you. How does gaslighting actually work? Why can strong, intelligent people end up doubting their own minds? The answer lies in psychology. First, cognitive dissonance. When two truths collide, I trust my partner versus my partner lied to me, the brain scrambles for resolution. Most of us choose the option that preserves the relationship. It feels safer to think, maybe I misheard, than to face betrayal. Second, memory is fragile. Neuroscience shows memory isn't a perfect recording. Each time we recall something, our brain reconstructs it. Gaslighters exploit this, hammering us with denial until doubt reshapes the memory itself. Third, emotional dependence. Gaslighters alternate between warmth and cruelty. One moment they reassure you, The next, they attack. This roller coaster creates trauma bonds, where the victim clings tighter to the abuser for validation. The result? You stop trusting your own eyes. You rely more on the gaslighter to tell you what's true. And the more you rely, the more control they gain. It's not stupidity, it's human psychology, hacked and weaponized. And here's the scariest part. Gaslighters don't need to be loud. They don't need evidence. All they need is repetition. Because the more someone insists, you're wrong, you're crazy, you're overreacting, the more likely you are to start believing them. Gaslighters don't improvise. They follow a playbook. 1. Denial. Flat out rejecting reality. That never happened. You're imagining things. 2. Trivialization. Making your feelings seem ridiculous. You're too sensitive. You're always dramatic. 3. Shifting blame. Turning their wrongdoing into your fault. I wouldn't yell if you weren't so difficult. 4. Withholding. Pretending not to understand or refusing to engage. I don't remember that conversation. 5. Countering. Questioning your memory directly. Are you sure? You've been forgetting things lately. In today's world, new tactics have emerged. Digital gaslighting, deleting texts, altering chats, claiming messages were never sent. Social gaslighting, recruiting others to back their version, isolating you further. Workplace gaslighting, rewriting meeting history, stealing credit, denying promises. Each tactic chips away at confidence until the victim no longer knows what's real. The scariest thing is, these tactics are subtle. One denial feels harmless. One sarcastic laugh feels small. But stacked together, they become a prison made of doubt. Relationships. In love, gaslighting often starts with small lies. A partner flirts, but insists you're paranoid. They cheat, but twist it into your insecurity. They hurt you, but say you're the problem. Over time, victims apologize constantly, lose self-esteem, and begin to think they're lucky just to be tolerated. Family. Parents may rewrite childhood memories. That never happened. You're making things up. Children grow into adults who mistrust their own minds. Workplace. A boss gives instructions, then denies ever saying them. Colleagues steal your ideas, then laugh when you protest. Performance reviews become psychological warfare. The victim feels incompetent, even when they're excelling. How do you know you're being gaslit? Look for these red flags. You apologize constantly, without knowing why. You second-guess your memory of basic events. You feel anxious, confused, or not good enough. You find yourself excusing someone else's behavior. You feel isolated, like nobody else would believe you. You catch yourself thinking, maybe I really am crazy. Gaslighting doesn't hit like lightning. It drips, slow, steady, corrosive. By the time these signs add up, the trap is already tight. How do you fight back? 1. Document reality. Write events in a journal. Save texts. Screenshot messages. Evidence anchors you when memory is under attack. 2. Seek outside voices. Talk to trusted friends or professionals. One outside perspective can shatter months of manipulation. 3. Set boundaries. Don't argue endlessly. State the truth once, then disengage. Gaslighters thrive on debates. Don't feed them. 4. Rebuild self-trust. Practice affirmations. I trust my perception. I trust my memory. Confidence is the antidote to doubt. 5. Professional support. Therapy helps victims rebuild identity and strength. 6. Exit if necessary. Sometimes the only defense is distance. Leaving a toxic partner, job, or environment can be the ultimate act of freedom. Gaslighting is a war on truth. But here's the good news. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. If you've ever felt like you're too sensitive, if you've ever been told you're imagining things, if you've started doubting your own reality, remember, you are not crazy, you are not alone, and you do not have to live inside someone else's version of the truth. This is Hidden Red Flags. Subscribe for more episodes where we decode the invisible tactics of manipulation and control. Because the more we expose the hidden red flags, the less power they hold.